Hey, Victor Shane here with Pest Strategies. Just doing a quick review of your content. Just kind of skimmed through it. It looks pretty good. Before even going to this, I just want to show you. So I see your three pieces here. So I don't know if you saw my video that I sent you to Upwork, but I want to just kind of reiterate the fact that all of these best, like if anything's like the best, like I'm gonna go back to your content. So anything that starts with best, like if that's the article type, we have a template for that, for those specific articles, and it's right here, right? So if you were to log in, you would see this right here as a draft, and all you do is clone it and then open it up as a new document with Thrive Architect. So you'd click this, and then you would see this, right? So once it loads, so up here, you can go ahead and ignore this picture. We don't need to worry about that because it's really just a placeholder. Same thing with this one, but this is where you'd start writing. Like you just start writing in this section. The same thing goes for here. So like we have a spot where we kind of summarize, and you kind of do that here, right? You kind of started off similar, but you just don't follow the same structure we have here, and it's really important that we follow it just so we can save time and just reduce the amount of editing and rework. So then, in the next bit here is our overall #1 pick. So whatever #1 pick you picked in your listing here would be written up here. You don't have to touch the image or the button, but just adding 3 bullets here, whatever it's called, and then a write-up about basically why you picked it. Like, why is it the best? And if you read this, we have an example text about why we picked Ortho B Snake Begone product, right? You could read this as an example, but we're just looking for the best one, the best write-up here. Like, hey, out of all the products, the bee smokers, we liked this one. We liked it because it has the best smoking ability. I don't know. You'd go into the detail about it, right? And then you keep going. What's in this product review? All you have to do here is just, once you're done, hit update table, and all it does is just updates the table, right, with all these H2s. The snake repellents we reviewed, so this would be the bee smokers you reviewed, and then you'd have your list of 5, and then you go into what is snake repellent, right? And then boom, you go into what you already have, right? Because you already did. What are bee smokers? And one thing I'll note about this bit right here, I would go a little more into detail about, okay, bee smokers are devices that are designed to generate smoke from the smoldering of various fuels. Like what kind of fuels? They're used in beekeeping to calm honeybees. So I would be like, okay, what kind of fuels? They'll be like straight away, like, what's that smoke made of? Like, why is that smoke any better than any other smoke? What's the purpose of the smoke? It's to calm them. Like, what's in the smoke that calms the bees? Like, how does that work? Like, from a smoke perspective. And then, okay, how do bee smokers work? So this, I'm really looking for, like, the device itself. Like, how does a bee smoker work? So when the bee hive is smoked, the bees will then think they're under attack. Okay. They will release an alarm pheromone to alert other bees that disturbs the entire hive. Bees rely on pheromones to communicate throughout the hive. Okay, I get that. What is the pheromone called? Right? I'm sure there's a name for the pheromone. What is it called? Just add that in there, right? To communicate throughout the hive, the smoke is meant to mask these pheromones and confuse the bees, which in turn keep bees calm and allow the beekeeper to work in the hive. And confuse the bees. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, this makes sense to me. Okay, so this gets into, like, what's up with the smoke? Like, how does that work? But how does it actually work? Okay, maybe you go into here, right? A smoker is a very simple device. Operating is quite simple. Okay, so simple is used twice. A smoker is a very simple device, and operating is quite easy. You could probably say easy there, right? Here are the steps you can follow to use effectively. Open the top of the smoker. So whenever you're kind of like alluding to steps, always use the 1, 2, 3 bit, and I'll show you how that works. You can do something like this. You can either do something like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, or what you can do is how to use a bee smoker. You can do like number 1, open up top the smoker, and then you can do this, make this the H3, right? Make an H3. Using pine cones, needles, wood chips, start a fire in the cylinder. Pine is great, so you can do, you know, number 2, something like this, right? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Number 3. I might even shorten this up, or maybe like have like a subheader, like open the top of the smoker. You know, smokers, or bee smokers are usually pretty straightforward. Just open up the top of the device to get started. Something like that, right? And then use pine cones, needles, and wood chips. Start small fire in the cylinder. Pine is great. And okay, so maybe this can be the underlying, right? So we can get rid of, we can make this paragraph. And this can also be part of that. And then number 3, put more fuel on the top once the fire started, and after it ignites, close the lid. Boom, that's number 3. Right? To me, that feels like number 3. Make this 3. This creates a lot of smoke because it causes the fire, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and they can make like a, you know, please handle the smoker carefully because outside can get very hot, you know, and bold this, right? How to smoke safely. Open high, blow smoke several times at the entrance. Smoke bees. Again, any kind of list like this. And what I would do actually is probably make this an H2 and make these H1, 2, 3, right? It just feels like it's more fluid that way. Opening high, the bees will come. Something like that, right? I might play with it, but this is kind of what I'm looking for here. And then how to make a homemade bee smoker, okay. Requirements, okay. Making of the bellows. Maybe like a write-up, like, okay, you know, insert some kind of text here to open up the section. You know, something in here just kind of segue into the section. Because right now it feels kind of like abrupt. You know, how to make a homemade bee smoker. It just jumps into the requirements. And like, what's the fire chamber, right? What's the fire grate? Like, these are all good things. But what are they? You know, maybe in the beginning here you kind of explain, okay, you know, in order to make a homemade bee smoker, you're gonna need to get your hands dirty. You need to start making. You're gonna need to start using some wood planks, hammer, some screws, because basically you're gonna have to make a fire chamber, which is, and then you're also gonna have to make the fire grate, which is, and then at the end of the day, you also have to put the bellows and the smoke cap and all these things, right? Point is to sort of, you know, like segue in so that people can understand what the heck you're talking about. Okay, and then how to pick the best bee smoker. When anything like this, I'm looking for how to pick the best one. I'm always looking for, basically I'm looking for, okay, if somebody's trying to decide between 5 different bee smokers, how do they know which one's the best, right? What's the best one? The best bee smoker is usually durable, okay? What's it supposed to be made out of? Is there anything specific? What is it supposed to be made of? Metal? What kind of metals? You know, like metal. Okay, it's durable, but you know, get more specific. Obviously, durable. Everything. Usually, things are important if they should be durable if they're durable. Yeah, you generally want things to be durable so they last longer, right? Safe to use, of course. Is there any attachments that make it safer to use? Like, is there anything specific that makes it more safe? Large enough to accommodate enough fuel. How large? Gallons? Like, what's typical, right? Like, what's normal? Like, and you can get most of this information from like Amazon listings. Just read them. It should also be able to allow a hair to burn the fuel. Okay, is there anything I should know about that? Right? These are good bits, but like more specifics as far as each bullet point really. Does the bee smoker fuel matter? So like this gets into fuel. Like, okay, does the fuel itself matter? Different fuels, different properties, and produce different amounts of smoke. Okay. A good fuel should smolder, burn easily, and produce more smoke. Dried pine is highly recommended due to its sap content. See, this is good. This is what I'm looking for, right? You see how you went and said dried pine is highly recommended due to its, like, why is it highly recommended? Because its sap content makes it have a smoky fire. That's what I'm looking for. Stuff like that. It's very specific, very actionable. You know, a good fuel should smolder. Good, that's actionable. Okay, give me some ideas as far as fuels that smolder. Which one smolders? Dried pine smolders? What else smolders, you know? So more examples, the better. Do bee smokers work on wasps? Do bee smokers work on wasps? This is a question specifically about wasps. Just like honeybees, wasps also use pheromones to communicate with one another. Is the pheromone the exact same one that honeybees use? So smoke will also work on them, but overall is less effective. Why is it less effective? Is it because the smoke only works for the honeybee's pheromone? Is it a specific kind of smoke? You know, like, I'm just looking for specifics like that so that you can just help the reader more, you know, at the end of the day. Do bee smokers have nicotine? Bee smokers do not have nicotine. Some smokers' fuels include... Okay, this is good, right? This is actually helpful. People might get value from this. And you know, it's pretty straightforward. But I might be looking for I might be looking for bee smokers. Bee smoker do not have nicotine. Bee smokers do not have nicotine. I might be like, you know, why do some have it in the first place? You know, maybe address the fact that, you know, why do some even have nicotine in the first place? And then, okay, now we're getting into product stuff, right? Made of stainless steel, this 11-inch beehive smoker produces safe, cool smoke that calms bees, helping prevent stings while you perform hive maintenance, okay? That's the whole point of a bee smoker. The hook on the side of the heat shield allows you to safely suspend or store your smoker. See, that helps, right? The holding canisters long unless you fill the furnace fire. Base air provides air pockets at the bottom. Okay, this isn't too bad. This product is a removable fire-based plate and high-quality durable vinyl bellows, which make air... Okay, this is good. So you're like listing some features here. That's good. But then you go on to the benefit, right? Okay, I got these cool features. Why does it matter? This is superior airflow to grow smoke efficiently. That's important, right? We need smoke growing efficiently. It's got what we need. It's very easy to light and provide. It's very easy to light. I guess move around. It's very. How about very? It's very light. It's very light and provides smoke for a long time. So this is too many pros. If you go to our template, which is right here, you'll see that we have five max. Pick the 5 best for products you really like. Cons, max 5 also, but generally at least 1 or 2. There's always something that people don't like. Yeah, overall, I mean, this looks pretty good. Where was I? Just saw something. Oh, yeah, so this one doesn't even have a write-up, so we definitely need that. We always need to, like, have this bit of write-up here. So my recommendation is to go back with the feedback that I just provided for the smoker and sort of apply it to the other two. Looking at the beehive suits, yeah. What the heck? It's not working. There we go. So letting this open up, I'm just gonna skim it. I mean, it's the same feedback, right? You're gonna have to put it into this template. Okay, this is good. Beehive suits are protective clothing meant to prevent bees from stinging. Okay, what is a bee suit made of that protects me from bees? You know, is it like, can I just go in my clothes? Like, why do I have to wear a beehive suit versus anything else? There are many types and brands. Okay, it may be daunting to make a choice. Okay, this is a little bit fluffy. I would probably delete this sentence because it's obvious. There are always many brands. However, we made this easy for you by reviewing the top 5. Okay. This isn't really telling me about beehive suits. The suit will have protective clothing, bee veils, and bee jackets. What makes a good beehive suit? Bee suits are made of different materials and different styles. Aesthetics may count. What matters most is that the suit be ventilated. Okay, so again, you're getting to specifics. This is what we want to see. The suit should be able to the suit should allow you to have a good view of the hive, of course, and the veil should be self-supporting. Okay, the suit should also maintain cell barrier against stings even when wet. There are some suits that tend to stick to the skin when wet. Okay, temperature. When you're working in a region that's too hot, you should use a suit that can help you stay cool. Okay. This is helpful. The color, go for white or lighter pastel colors because bees do not like dark colors. Okay, this helps. This is good. This is specific. Another good thing that I like. Quality. Choose a suit that's made of good quality material so it can last long and you won't feel the stings in case you do get stung. Choose a suit that's made of good quality material. What is good quality? You know, you're not really answering the question here. Like, okay, good quality material, what is that? So it can last long. How long? How long does a normal set? How long do suits normally last? You know, question mark. It's like a little bit more specific would help. Again, I'm looking for specifics, actionable information, and you won't feel the stings in case you do get stung. So how does the quality of the suit, I guess it depends on thickness. Like you get stung, but you don't feel it because the suit's thick. I guess question mark there. So you get what I'm trying to do here. I'm not going to go through each. I think there's some overarching feedback I'd like you to implement. And all 3 of them should be moved into this best template. Basically, come in here, make 3 copies of this, and then migrate these posts into this template. And then when you do that, I'm just going to save this. When you do that, then I'll re-review, and then we'll go from there. Okay, Victor, I appreciate your help. If you have any questions about this video or anything I said, feel free to let me know, and we'll go from there. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, thanks.